Hello everyone, it's good to have you back. I'm Marco and welcome to another episode of Understanding Bach's Fugue. So today we will be discussing about the Fugue number 9 in E major, BWV 854 from the Well-Tempered Clavier Book 1. This particular fugue is a masterful example of Baroque contrapuntal composition and is known for its lively, elegant, and joyful characteristic. One of the difficulties that one may experience when learning this fugue is the series of 16th notes that must be played with elegance and especially clarity. Anyway, before we begin, if you find these types of video helpful to you, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. It's gonna help us a lot and motivate us in doing educational content about music. Let's now talk about the fugue. The fugue has 3 voices, and the subject entry starts with the alto. If you want to look for the entrances as we move forward, you can easily recognize it by looking for the series of 16th notes going up and then skipping down 2 times. It is followed by a real answer in the soprano, and it slightly overlaps the ending of the subject. Despite this, we still can't call this fugue a close fugue because it is a term used to denote fugues in which the exposition is in stretto. There is a counter subject in this piece, and it started immediately after the subject closes. It's important to take note that the counter subject is short and does not accompany all of the entries which you will witness later on. There will also be times that it's incomplete. You can easily recognize the counter subject by looking for a sequence of 16th notes going down once before heading up twice. The subject enters in the bass by the end of bar 3. This marks the end of our exposition, but a counter-exposition follows it as the following entries take place afterwards. The subject in the treble, answer in the alto, and another answer in the bass. The counter-subjects are already marked in green. In the episode that starts at measure 11, it is interesting because it's derived on the material from the end of the subject and the counter-subject. In measure 12, there is an entry of the subject in the treble, but is rhythmically irregular as you can see in the first set of notes. Afterwards, another episode occurs from measures 13 to 16. The next subject entry is seen in the alto, and in this entrance, the counter subject is absent. This is one of the instances where the counter subject is not present in this piece. The piece returns to its home key by measure 19, and in the same measure starts the entry of the subject in the bass. As it closes, you see an altered answer in the treble. If you observe closely, both subjects do not have the counter subject accompanying it. In measure 21, we see the entrance of the subject in the alto with the counter subject in the treble. It is followed by an episode afterwards with material similar to the previous episodes but with a new counterpoint in the bass. The last full entry starts in the soprano at measure 25 and the counter subject is seen in the alto. It is followed by the coda, which is interesting enough as it used a fragment of the answer towards the end of the piece. This particular E major fugue, although very quick to finish, is admired for its clarity and elegant lines. It really showcases Bach's genius in fugal writing. Now, let's listen to the fugue with the marks we just put.